Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Bryce Young Player Lock franchise. We got knocked out of the playoffs in the last episode, so we're gonna go on to do some little off-season this week. But before that, we got to finish the playoffs. We got to see who wins the Super Bowl. And here, I want to look at our team rankings here. We had 26th in points scored, 26 in offensive passing yards, 29th in rushing. I mean, that's tough. That's tough. But defensively, that's where we shine. We were third in points given up, third in passing, or second in passing yards. But the rushing, we did struggle, 22nd there. But it was good enough to get us into the playoffs. We won our first game, moved on to the second game. We played against the Cowboys, and they dominated us again like they did in the regular season. And it was tough. Let's take a look here and where things shake up. The Falcons are going to go up against the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game. And a surprise, you have the number 5 San Diego Chargers going up against number 6 Cincinnati Bengals. So interesting there. Let's see what we need to do now. We're going to advance week. Once we get to the offseason, we'll probably look at some stats and stuff of Pro Bowl. I hope we don't have to play in this. Yeah, let's sim to the Super Bowl. I don't care. No, we'll go next week here. I want to see. Let's take a look at the bracket again. And here it is, the Falcons and the Bengals. Man, I'm a little surprised by this one, but I guess it's because the Falcons defense is so strong. Close game. The Falcons take the Cowboys out by 3 points, 24-21. And you look it over at the other side. Wow, what a game here. The Bengals and the Chargers, a 1-point game, and the Bengals take it. So that's going to be the Super Bowl matchup between the two. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. All right, so let's look at let me know in the comments down below if you would like me to play in the Pro Bowl in the future. We're going to skip it for now. I don't care about playing in the Pro Bowl in any of these. It's the Pro Bowl. You know, let's take a look at the Pro Bowl roster. Do we even make the Pro Bowl? I don't know, but as a player lock, I would think maybe so. No, but Miles Sanders did. So good to see that Miles Sanders made the team. Jacoby Brissett made it. Wow, okay. Do we have anybody else on our team that may have made it? I'm not really seeing anybody. I'm not familiar with our offensive linemen that well, so very possible offensive lineman or somebody made it. I'm surprised it doesn't tell you what team, right? Oh, Luvu, I believe he's on our team, right? And Barnes. So we got 2 guys there defensively. Shaq Thomas. Oh, man, we got 3 guys defensively. So defense, they definitely made the roster, which is good. Xavier Woods, is he on our team? I can't remember if Xavier Woods is. I feel like he is. I think he is. So 3-4 people making the Pro Bowl roster from our team. Not bad. Good to see that. So let's move on to. We'll advance to the Super Bowl and see. I don't think it'll show us who won the Pro Bowl, but we do have the matchup here. Big time matchup, as we still got the number 3 Falcons against the number 6 Bengals. And what else we got going on here? View yearly awards. So we got what's this for MVP? Do we have anybody here? Jackson's probably gonna end up winning it. Mahomes could pull out the victory there. Burrow, I mean, maybe make a jump after the, but you know, I don't know. Coach of the Year, McCarthy. Smith, I think Smith should be the one that wins this, to be honest with you, being that he took the, you know, the Falcons all the way. Frank Reich to he's down there, but not very close. Not really anything to look at there, huh? I thought we would see a little bit more, but whatever. All right, let's see who wins as we advance to the offseason. See who wins the Super Bowl. the 2023 Super Bowl. Let's get a little recap in here for us. And the Falcons win the Super Bowl at 24-17. Grady Jarrett, Super Bowl MVP. Wow, this is something I didn't expect to see. A right end be the Super Bowl MVP. That's something that's unheard of. Lamar Jackson does end up winning MVP. Mike McCarthy wins Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year also goes to Lamar Jackson. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. Offensive Rookie Bijan Robinson. That makes sense. Defensive Rookie Brian Branch of the Lions. So crazy stuff there. We're going to advance. Let's view retirements here. See, I don't will we have anybody on our team? Is there any big names? Cameron Jordan's going to retire after 13 seasons. That's a big name. Ndaku Suh. I mean, is he even play like in real life playing in the league? I don't know. Brian Hoyer is going to retire. I mean, I don't think he's really in the league anymore. Mason Crosby, Thomas Morstead, Tyrod Taylor is going to end up retiring. A couple of Falcons here. Joseph Campbell, Cordarrelle Patterson after 11 years is going to retire. Let's see. Jason Kelsey is finally going to hang up the old boots. Mercedes Lewis, for some reason, was playing for the Cowboys at the end of the season. He's going to hang it up. Playing Gabbert. Wow, he's been in the league for 13 years. That's crazy that he's been in that long. Robbie Gould. Matt Prater. A lot of kickers. Von Miller's finally going to hang up boots. Nick Folk. Josh Wells. Now we got a couple of, these are all free agents. Latavius Murray. I don't see anybody else. Jason Peters there. Julio Jones. And nobody else really. Chase Daniel, another quarterback there. Rex Burkhead. T.Y. Hilton. Okay. Oh, Coach Pete Carroll's going to retire. Wow. Yeah, I figured that guy's going to just coach until he dies, but maybe in real life he might. I don't know. We'll see. So should we look at stats here? Maybe so. How do you even look at stats? League. Here we go. Stats. We'll look at Bryce Young player stats. 3,499 yards passing, 211 completions of 472 attempts. 24 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. We got to work on that, get that a little bit better. We do need to have a better offense, that's for sure. 44% completion percentage. We got to do better there as well. Average just over 200 yards passing per game with a 72.1 rating. And he got sacked 36 times. 75 was his longest. He did play in all 17 games. And I guess that's drop passes. It should say somewhere on there. Downs played. We played in 885 snaps, essentially. Rushing, we have Miles Sanders, 1,285 yards. Not bad there. And 15 touchdowns. Bryce Young did have only one rushing touchdown on 34 attempts, 223 yards. So I think we could do a better job there running the ball as well next season. That's something we need to step up on the game. Thielen led the receivers with 556 yards receiving. Spread out the ball pretty good. I'm really impressed with how well we spread the ball around. We didn't target one receiver the entire season, as really everybody's right around the 500 mark. Thielen with the most yards, only 2 touchdowns on the season. A little disappointing there. Sanders 535, so he had a big season coming out of the backfield receiving the ball. 4 touchdowns, and he had quite a few of them that were really long. The longest one was actually 71 yards. Then he had Mingo 500 yards essentially with 2 touchdowns. His longest was 50. And you got Chark Jr., 492 yards, 3 touchdowns. 75 was his longest. Ian Thomas stepped up big in the absence of Hunter Hurst. with 29 receptions, 483 yards, 5 touchdowns. His longest 34, Hayden Hurst there. Also 29 receptions, 452 yards, so just a little bit short of Ian Thomas. So we did do a good job of balancing out our tight ends. I think that's pretty good there. Only 3 touchdowns from him versus 5 for Thomas. But that's okay. Terrence Marshall, you know, he was didn't play a lot. But he had 3 touchdowns. Here's a disappointment here, as he's one of our top receivers. We gotta find a way to get him the ball a little bit more next season if he's still on the team. Only 9 receptions, 162 yards, 1 touchdown. So I don't know, but he only played 362 snaps. I can't remember. Was he hurt? He had to have been hurt, because he only played half the snaps. And Trimble there, you know, lackluster. So good stuff there. Blocking, you know, who cares really? I mean, we had a few guys give up some sacks, but you know, that's okay. We'll work on that. Position here, who did the best here? Shaq Thompson had the most tackles. Tackles for loss probably go to, ooh, looks like it's gonna go for Brown down here. Eric Brown, good to see that there. Sacks, we're gonna have Luvu with the most sacks as a left outside linebacker. 18 sacks on the season. That's crazy, right? Shaq Thomas with 2. I say Thomas, it's Thompson. I keep saying Thomas. Two interceptions. We had a few guys there with 2 interceptions, so that was pretty even. Other than that, you know, not much to look at here. So we'll jump back. And where are we at? Number 53 on the list here. We got to do a better job there. Aaron Rodgers, number 1. Mahomes, number 2. And it goes down the list. So legacy score, we got a lot to work on here. A lot to work on. But we'll get there. Have no fears, guys. We'll get there. All right, so let's just move along. Let's see how free agent signings are going to stack up for us. See if we get any big names. I think we could probably sim over to the draft and see how our roster looks before we go into the draft. And then we'll do the draft and see what kind of big names we get out of the draft. We don't have the ability to look at the type of players that are in the draft beforehand, being that we're just a player. Wow, this is really taking a lot longer than I expected. So hopefully this will come through here in the clutch. Anyways, I thought we did pretty good in season 1. Bryce Young as a rookie, I felt like our team was played all around pretty well. Offensively, we may have struggled at times. We were down towards the bottom in the rankings, as you can see, but we'll make some improvements. Bryce Young will come out in his sophomore year and do even better. Let's take a look at the roster and see, do we get any, I mean, is there anything big here? Still kind of the same. So we got rid of what's his name, Andy Dalton. Don't have him as a backup anymore, but that's fine. I don't know if they'll draft somebody or not. Miles Sanders, now up to a 90 overall. Chuba Hubbard's still on the team. Spencer Brown, I believe he was still here. Cameron Peoples, I think he's new, right? I don't think he was on the team. No fullback. Receivers, we still have Thielen and Mingo, Marshall, Shi Smith. Oh, we do not have Chenault anymore. And I feel like we're missing somebody else, but I can't pinpoint who that is at this time. We got a new tight end, Gerald Everett. He's not bad at 83 overall, so he's going to take over in place of Hayden Hurst. That's going to drop Ian Thomas down to 3rd on the list. And we still got Tommy Trimble. So we've improved here at the tight end position. That's big. That was one of our main targets. As long as he stays healthy, we'll be happy there. We got some pretty good targets here. I mean, I know they're only a 77 and a 73, but they played really well last year. So good there. But man, it looks like we spent a lot of money on this guy. So that's kind of a concerning there. Akim is still here. He still is a superstar, 81 overall, so good there. Looks like we're going to need to get some offensive linemen. Brady Christensen's back here, 74 overall. We could maybe find somebody that's a little bit better there. Bozeman's still here. We only have one guy. Oh my God, we have 4 right guards. So Austin Corbett, is he new? He might be new. I can't remember who was our right guard last year, but 80 overall, not bad there. Good to see that. Taylor Moton, right tackle, 84 overall. So the right side is going to be pretty strong. We may need to work on the left side a little bit. Left side is going to be interesting because that's the blind side. So defensively, Shy Tuttle returning, Derek Brown returning, 85 overall. Good to see that we got some strong right end there. Defensive tackles, we got DJ Jones and John Penasini. He's a trade target. Okay, all right, interesting. Brian Burns is back, 92 overall, giving that boy a lot of money. Rightfully so, he's worth it. Middle linebacker Shaq Thompson coming back here, 84 overall, but not much depth there. I mean, the rest of the guys behind him, not good, so we got some work to do there. Right outside linebacker, I'm not even going to try to say this guy's name, but looking good there to 80 overall. Cornerback, JC Horn coming in with 84 overall. Dante Jackson, 82 overall. So we got the cornerback position still looking good. It looked good last season too, if we remember right. Jeremy Chien, 85 at free safety, looking good like as always. Von Bell back again, 84 overall. And still got the same special team. So it didn't look like we made too many improvements. We did get a few people, but not a lot. So let's jump in and start the draft. We're going to simulate the draft. I don't even know if we can do it, but we're a player. We're not a coach. We're going to simulate the draft and see what the, let's see what the computer gets us, what our coach gets us. I feel like I've done this when I did this with Kenny Pickett. I feel like, did we do the drafts? I'd have to go back and watch the videos. I don't think we did. I think we simulated them as well. So now let's take a look. Let's look at the draft recap and see who we got. This is the exciting part, right? All right, we got another cornerback. Not really sure that was worth it. I mean, I guess our guys are getting kind of old, so maybe it's a good. Where is he? Where's the Ray? 77 overall. Man, we did not do good in this draft, I don't think. I mean, let's see. The cornerback, yeah, not bad there. 77 overall. Middle linebacker, okay, 73 overall. He's going to be Kendrick Landry. Be a work in progress there. I think it'll be okay. Halfback. Do we really need a halfback right now? Probably not. So maybe you know, what it is, 68 overall. Let's see. Does he have some speed? 89 speed. Man, I mean, could you at least get somebody as fast? You know, that cornerback's not bad. 92 speed overall. Right outside linebacker. I think we did need some work there. 66 overall, though. Really fell short on that one. I am not happy. Defensive tackle. And we only got one. We got a right guard. We don't need a right guard. We're going to have to move some of those guys around, though, to play some of the other offensive lineman positions. But, I mean, I felt like we needed more weapons on offense than we did on defense. And I'm not sure that that's where we only had 2 offensive players drafted. I'm a little disappointed. Let's look and see, are any of these like a hidden dev trait at least? Oh my god, no. A normal. Wow, come on now, give me something. A normal. Wow, these are horrible draft picks. I mean, I know these guys aren't, their skill level's too low, so can't imagine any of those would be normal. We're not going to go through all of them. I'm a little disappointed in that, man, to be honest with you. Really am. All right, so that's kind of where we're going to end up. We're going to go to fast forward here to now we're back into the preseason. So we'll take one more quick glance at we'll go to the depth chart this time, see how things shake out, and then we'll come back at the next episode and play some football, play a little preseason ball. So we got Bryce Young up to a 78 overall now, which is good. Miles Sanders dropped back down to an 89. That's interesting. I guess that's just regression because of his age. Being that he has 5 years experience now. Wait, what happened to our tight end? We must have traded him. And we got Andrew Pearman as the guy that we drafted. So the tight end that we signed in free agency, well, look, I guess we traded him away already. But what did we get out of him, you know? Interesting that we would sign somebody in free agency, immediately trade him. So we got Hayden Hurst as our starter again. Thielen, Mingo, Marshall, Smith. Nothing new here. We did get Austin Trammell. He won't ever see any playing time. Oh, you know what? I was looking at fullback. That's why. I was looking at fullback. So we do still have Gerald Everett. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. I was a little confused there. Ekwonu still starting left tackle. Christensen there. Bozeman. Man, we need to work on the offensive line for sure. But I mean, we got a couple of spots that are pretty good, a couple of spots that are pretty bad. But other than that, everything looks pretty much the same still, what we saw. Not seeing much difference here. Let's see. Now this is going to be interesting because we got this guy going to be, they're considering him a day one starter. I guess he'll play a nickel and dime. We'll get him in there to play. But yeah, okay, good stuff. Let's end it there. Let's call this a wrap up on the off season. And I'm really excited here to play more football, as we'll tune in next episode, and we'll see how Bryce Young does in the preseason. We'll try to knock out all 3 games in one episode. But as always, guys, until next time, y'all have a good one. Peace.